Sweet. You can see the exhaust and the snow. What's going on, guys and gals? This is Auto Tech. So I am not in a good mood this morning. You know, leaving in rain sucks. Leaving when it's snowing sucks even more. I gotta get down to the Triumph dealership because I've been waiting on a warranty part for a very, 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 very long time, but we'll save that for another video. And you know, the only time they could get me in and was on a Saturday morning at 9 a.m. And I was like, okay, yeah, no problem. Like, I don't work. I will be there, and if it's snowing, I will just trailer the bike down. Right, so as you can tell, this bike's not in a trailer, so that poses a slight problem. What ended up happening there, and this is just another emphasis on why I absolutely hate Calgary sometimes, and like especially the unpredictable weather. Like, it just drives me nuts. So the weather for the last little while has sucked, like there's no doubt about that, and all this week it really didn't get like much above like 5 degrees Celsius, so like I don't know, like what would that be? That would be like 38 Fahrenheit or something like that. But I was like, okay, whatever, like if it's not snowing, I'll just bundle up and ride down. Like, that's not the end of the world. So yesterday I was like, okay, well, when I leave work, you know, I'll just pull out the trailer, whatever, and then in the morning I can just load the bike up and go. And so I was leaving work, and like it was pretty clear, you know, it was like 0 degrees, but wasn't snowing or anything, and they weren't forecasting any snow. And I was like, oh, okay, all right, well then what I'm gonna do is I will get up early in the morning and see what the weather is gonna do. And then if I need to, I will pull out the trailer and I will, you know, load the bike up. And it's like, okay, cool, like great. And so I got up this morning. I slept in a little bit, so I got up around like 6-ish. And I went outside and I was like, oh, okay, cool, like not a cloud in the sky. Had a smoke, and I was like, well, you know, like it's cold, like it's like -5, but you know, I'll survive. And then I was watching the news, and there was no forecast of snow, and I was like, great, that's awesome. So I didn't pull out the trailer, nothing like that, and I was like, okay, perfect. So at about 7:40, I was like, all right, well, you know, I gotta be there at 9, so I will go out for a smoke, and then I'll go in and start putting on my gear and stuff like that. You know, I'm gonna wear like some thermal gear and stuff, and it'll be perfect. So I open up the back door, and it's snowing. And I was like, really? Oh, man. Like, you got to be kidding me. Have my smoke, and then I come back in. And now the news is like, yeah, so we're getting some light flurries right now. It's kind of like widespread all over the city, but, you know, it shouldn't last. And I'm like looking at the clock, and I'm like, well, now I don't have time to get the trailer out and load up the bike. And oh man, like, and I've been waiting for this for like 3 months. Like, so I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I doubt it'll be on the main roads, you know, because that's the way it usually works around here, is the main roads will stay warm enough that for, you know, a couple weeks after it starts snowing ish, sorta, it doesn't, you know, like, I'm not talking about like that first real snowfall, but like just little skiffs like you just saw there. Like, it'll stay on those side roads, but it won't accumulate on these roads. But did you know that this gauge reads sub-zero temperatures? Right now it's saying negative 0.5 degrees Celsius. So ice is a very real factor. I'm noticing a little bit of ice on my windshield, actually. So I'm definitely taking her easy. I've got it in rain mode, and I'm keeping it in a higher gear just to keep those RPMs down. And we are on our way there. I absolutely despise the unpredictability of Calgary's weather. The saying goes is, if you don't like the weather in Calgary, wait 30 minutes. And I mean, it's absolutely true. and I'm unhappy with it. I remember years ago when I was a tire guy, and you know, because you start out your apprenticeship, you know, you do tires and oil changes and stuff like that, but it was like, oh my god, I would dread this day. Not because it was like time to put away the toys, but because of winter tire rush. Like if you guys work at a shop that isn't in like a snow belt area, it's like you get these people that just leave it till the absolute last possible minute, and then Calgary will get this one snowfall, and it'll actually accumulate on the roads, and then there's like 400 and something accidents in the span of 3 hours, and then everybody just pours into the shops looking to get winter tires and tires put on, and it's just for the next like week straight, 10 hours a day, all you are doing is tires, and it sucks. You get soaking wet, and oh, it's just a crappy time. I would have to say this is a rant enough video. Some of you won't be able to relate, but I feel like a lot of you will be able to relate. We're definitely on the home stretch here. I'm about 2/3 of the way there, and I don't think there's going to be any major incidences. However, you know, if I end up dumping the bike, I'll be sure to turn the camera back on for you guys so I can be like, look, next time just cancel your appointment. If you do this, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you for taking the time and watching.